Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beginner English, the podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. We're so excited you're here with us today.
Mike, are you ready for something amazing? Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting topics for English learners right now.
Oh, yes, I am so ready. Sarah, we're talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it can help you improve your English faster than ever before.
That's right. AI is everywhere these days. And it's like having a personal English teacher available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Isn't that incredible?
It really is. And the best part? Most of these AI tools are free or very affordable. So whether you're a beginner or intermediate learner, AI can help you practice speaking, listening, reading, and writing English.
Before we dive in, let me ask our amazing listeners something. How many of you have already tried using AI to learn English? Maybe you've talked to ChatGPT or used Google Translate.
Great question, Sarah. And don't worry if you haven't tried it yet. By the end of today's episode, you'll know exactly how to start using AI to supercharge your English learning journey.
We have so much to share with you today. We'll explain what AI actually is, show you the best AI tools for English learners, and give you practical tips you can use right away.
Plus, we'll share some example conversations you can practice with AI, teach you useful vocabulary, and give you that motivation boost we all need sometimes.
So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's start this exciting adventure together.
Okay, Sarah, let's start with the basics. What exactly is AI? I know some of our listeners might be thinking, AI sounds so complicated and technical.
You're absolutely right, Mike. But here's the good news. AI is actually much simpler than people think. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Think of it as a very smart computer program that can understand and respond to human language.
That's a perfect way to explain it. So instead of just following simple commands like turn on or turn off, AI can actually have conversations with us, answer questions, and help us learn.
Exactly. Imagine having a study buddy who never gets tired, never gets annoyed when you ask the same question 10 times, and is available whenever you want to practice English.
And here's what's really cool. AI learns from millions of conversations and texts in English. So it knows grammar rules, vocabulary, common phrases, and even cultural expressions.
It's like having access to the knowledge of thousands of English teachers all at once. But Mike, I think our listeners might be wondering, is AI going to replace human teachers?
Great question. The answer is no. AI is a fantastic tool to help you practice and learn, but human teachers are still incredibly important for personal guidance, cultural understanding, and emotional support.
That's right. Think of AI as your practice partner and human teachers as your coaches. They work together to help you succeed.
Now, let me ask our listeners, have you ever felt nervous about making mistakes when speaking English with other people?
Oh, that's such a common feeling. And this is where AI becomes your best friend. With AI, you can make mistakes without feeling embarrassed. You can practice the same conversation over and over until you feel confident.
And AI won't judge you if your pronunciation isn't perfect or if you use the wrong grammar. It's just there to help you improve step by step.
So now that we understand what AI is, let's talk about the different types of AI tools that can help you learn English. Mike, are you ready to explore?
Absolutely. Let's dive into the exciting world of AI tools for English learners.
All right, everyone, let's talk about the AI tools that can transform your English learning experience. Mike, what's the first type of AI tool we should discuss?
Let's start with chatbots. These are probably the most popular AI tools right now. Think of chatbots like ChatGPT, Google Bard, or Claude as your conversation partners.
I love chatbots. You can ask them to have conversations about any topic you're interested in. Love cooking? Ask the chatbot to discuss recipes with you in English. Interested in sports? Have a conversation about your favorite teams.
And here's a pro tip. You can ask the chatbot to adjust its language level. You can say, please use simple English because I'm a beginner. Or use intermediate level English with some challenging vocabulary.
That's brilliant! The chatbot will match your level and help you gradually improve. Now, what about voice AI tools, Mike?
Voice AI is amazing for pronunciation practice. Tools like voice assistants can help you practice speaking English out loud. You can ask them questions, have them read text to you, or even practice tongue twisters.
And don't forget about specialized pronunciation apps that use AI. They can listen to your pronunciation and give you feedback on specific sounds or words you're struggling with.
Now, let's talk about translation apps. I know some teachers say, don't use translation, but I think AI translation tools can be really helpful when used correctly.
I agree. The key is not to rely on them completely, but to use them as learning tools. For example, you can translate a sentence from your native language to English, then ask an AI chatbot to explain why the English sentence is structured that way.
Exactly. And modern AI translation tools are much better than the old ones. They understand context and can provide more natural translations.
What about grammar checkers, Mike? Those are super helpful too.
Oh, yes. AI grammar checkers don't just tell you, this is wrong. They explain why it's wrong and suggest better alternatives. It's like having a grammar teacher checking your writing 24/7.
And let me tell our listeners about AI writing assistants. These tools can help you write emails, essays, or even creative stories in English. They can suggest better word choices, help with sentence structure, and even check if your tone is appropriate.
That's fantastic. Now, listeners, let me ask you something. Which of these AI tools sounds most interesting to you? Are you excited to try chatbots for conversation practice, or maybe voice AI for pronunciation?
While you're thinking about that, let's talk about AI-powered language learning apps. These apps create personalized lessons based on your progress and learning style.
And they're getting smarter every day. Some apps can even recognize what topics you're interested in and create lessons around those topics. If you love travel, you'll get travel-related vocabulary and conversations.
The best part is that most of these tools are free or very affordable. You don't need expensive software or equipment to start using AI for English learning.
So, now that we know about all these amazing tools, let's talk about how to actually use them effectively. Sarah, should we share some practical tips?
Absolutely. Let's give our listeners some actionable strategies they can start using today.
All right, everyone, it's time for the practical part. Let's talk about how to use AI to practice each of the 4 English skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing.
Let's start with speaking practice, which is often the most challenging for English learners. Mike, how can AI help with speaking?
Great question. First, you can use chatbots to practice conversations. But here's the key. Don't just ask random questions. Create specific scenarios. For example, pretend you're ordering food at a restaurant, or imagine you're introducing yourself at a job interview.
That's such a smart approach. And here's another tip. Record yourself having these conversations with AI, then listen back to identify areas where you want to improve.
Excellent idea. You can also ask the AI to role play with you. Say something like, let's practice a conversation where you're a hotel receptionist and I'm a guest checking in.
And don't forget about voice AI. You can practice pronunciation by asking voice assistants to repeat words or phrases. If they understand you correctly, you know your pronunciation is good.
Now, let's talk about listening practice. Sarah, how can AI help improve listening skills?
AI can be your personal podcast creator. You can ask chatbots to create short stories or dialogues on topics you enjoy, then use text-to-speech tools to listen to them.
That's brilliant. And you control the speed, the topic, and the difficulty level. You can start with simple conversations and gradually increase the complexity.
Plus, many AI tools can create transcripts so you can read along while listening. This helps connect the sounds you hear with the words you see.
For reading practice, AI is absolutely fantastic. You can ask Chatbox to write articles, stories, or news summaries at your specific English level.
And here's something I love doing. I ask AI to rewrite the same story at different difficulty levels. First in simple English, then intermediate, then advanced. It helps you see how language complexity changes.
That's such a creative way to use AI. You can also ask AI to explain difficult words or phrases in context, which is much better than just looking up dictionary definitions.
Now, for writing practice, this is where AI really shines as a learning tool. You can ask AI to be your writing coach.
Exactly. Write a paragraph or essay, then ask the AI to check it and explain any corrections. But here's the important part. Don't just accept the corrections blindly. Ask the AI to explain why something is wrong and what rule applies.
And you can practice different types of writing. Ask AI to help you write formal emails, casual messages to friends, or even creative stories. Each type of writing uses different vocabulary and grammar patterns.
Here's a pro tip for our listeners. Start small. Don't try to have a 30-minute conversation with AI on your first day. Begin with 5-minute practices and gradually increase the time.
And be specific in your requests. Instead of saying, help me with English, say, help me practice ordering food in English, or help me write a professional email to my boss.
Listeners, let me ask you, what's one English skill you want to focus on this week? Speaking, listening, reading, or writing? Pick one and try using AI to practice it.
And remember, consistency is more important than perfection. It's better to practice with AI for 10 minutes every day than for 2 hours once a week.
Now, let's share some example conversations our listeners can try with AI right away.
This is one of my favorite parts. Let's give our listeners some real examples they can practice with AI chatbots today. Mike, should we start with a simple introduction scenario?
Perfect. Here's a basic conversation you can practice. You can ask the AI to play the role of a new colleague at work.
So you might say to the AI, let's practice introductions. You are my new coworker, and we're meeting for the first time in the office kitchen.
Then the AI might go like this. The AI says, "Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm starting work here today. I'm Jessica."
And you could respond, nice to meet you, Jessica. I'm your name. Welcome to the team. How are you feeling about your first day?
See how natural that sounds? You're practicing small talk, introductions, and showing interest in others, all essential English skills.
Here's another scenario our listeners love, practicing at a coffee shop. You can ask the AI to be the barista.
The AI might start with, "Good morning. What can I get for you today?"
And you practice ordering. Hi, I'd like a medium coffee with milk, please. Do you have any pastries?
"Sure. We have croissants, muffins, and cookies. What would you like?"
I'll take a chocolate muffin, please. How much is everything?
This type of practice is so valuable because it's real English you'll use in everyday situations.
Now, let's try something a bit more challenging, asking for directions. This is super useful for travelers.
You can tell the AI, "I'm lost in a new city. You are a helpful local person. I need directions to the train station."
Oh, the train station. It's not too far from here. Do you see that big blue building over there?
"Yes, I can see it. Is the station behind that building?"
Not exactly behind it, but if you walk to the blue building and turn right, you'll see the train station after about 200 meters.
Thank you so much. So I go to the blue building, turn right, and walk for about 200 meters.
That's right. You can't miss it. Have a safe trip.
Notice how this conversation practices giving and receiving directions, confirming information, and expressing gratitude, all important communication skills.
Now, let's try something a bit more challenging for intermediate learners. You can practice talking about your hobbies and interests.
Tell the AI, "Let's have a conversation about hobbies. You start by asking me about what I like to do in my free time."
The AI might ask, so what do you enjoy doing when you're not working or studying?
I really love reading mystery novels. There's something exciting about trying to solve the puzzle before the main character does.
That sounds fascinating. What's the best mystery book you've read recently?
I just finished reading a book about a detective who solves crimes using psychological techniques. It was incredible how the author developed the characters.
See how this conversation lets you practice expressing opinions, describing experiences, and using more complex vocabulary.
Listeners, here's your homework. Choose one of these scenarios and practice it with an AI chatbot this week. Start with the easiest one and work your way up.
And remember, you can always ask the AI to repeat something, speak more slowly, or explain a word you don't understand. That's the beauty of AI practice.
You can also ask the AI to make the conversation more challenging by using more advanced vocabulary or discussing more complex topics.
Now, let's talk about some essential vocabulary and phrases related to AI and technology that every modern English learner should know. It's vocabulary time. Since we're living in the age of AI, let's learn some essential words and phrases about technology and AI that you'll hear everywhere.
Absolutely. Let's start with the basic AI vocabulary. The first word is artificial intelligence. We usually just say AI for short.
Then we have chatbot. That's a computer program designed to have conversations with humans. You can remember it easily. Chat means talk, and bot is short for robot.
Next is algorithm. This might sound complicated, but it's just a set of rules that tells the computer what to do. Think of it like a recipe for the computer to follow.
Here's an important one, machine learning. This means the computer can get better at tasks by practicing and learning from examples, just like humans do.
And voice assistant. These are AI programs that can understand when you speak and talk back to you. Examples are Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant.
Now, let's learn some useful phrases you can use to talk to AI or about AI. The first one is, can you help me practice? For example, can you help me practice job interview questions?
Another useful phrase is please explain that in simpler terms. This is perfect when the AI uses vocabulary that's too difficult for your current level.
Here's one I use all the time. Can you give me an example? This helps you understand new concepts better.
And don't forget, let me try again. If you make a mistake or want to practice something again, this phrase is perfect.
For more advanced learners, try, could you provide feedback on? For example, could you provide feedback on my pronunciation?
Here's a great phrase for writing practice. Can you check this for grammar mistakes? It's direct and clear.
Now let's learn some technology vocabulary that's useful in everyday conversations. First, download and upload. Download means getting something from the internet to your device. Upload means sending something from your device to the internet.
App is short for application. It's a program on your phone or computer. And update means getting the newest version of an app or program.
User-friendly is a great adjective. It means something is easy to use and understand. You might say, this AI tool is very user-friendly.
Hands-free means you can use something without touching it with your hands. Many voice assistants are hands-free. You just speak to them.
Here's an important phrase, trial and error. This means learning by trying different things and making mistakes. It's a natural way to learn.
And let's not forget 24/7. This means 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. AI tools are available 24/7. And let's not forget 24/7. This means 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. AI tools are available 24/7, unlike human teachers who need to sleep.
Now, let me teach you some expressions for describing your learning experience. You can say, I'm making progress when you're getting better at something.
Or, I'm struggling with when something is difficult. For example, I'm struggling with pronunciation.
It's challenging but rewarding. This describes something that's difficult but worth the effort. Learning English with AI can be challenging but rewarding.
Here's a motivational phrase. Practice makes perfect. It means the more you practice, the better you become.
And finally, step by step. This means doing something gradually, one small part at a time. Learning English is a step-by-step process.
Listeners, here's a fun activity. Try using 3 of these new words or phrases in your next AI conversation. It's a great way to practice and remember new vocabulary.
And remember, you can ask AI to explain any word or phrase you don't understand. Just say, "What does mean?" And you'll get a clear explanation.
Speaking of motivation, let's talk about staying motivated and encouraged on your English learning journey with AI.
You know what, Mike? Learning English can sometimes feel overwhelming, especially with all these new AI tools available. I think our listeners need some encouragement and motivation.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. And I want to start by saying something important to all our listeners. You are already doing something amazing by learning English, and using AI to help you is the smart, modern approach.
Exactly. Think about this. You have access to technology that didn't exist even 5 years ago. You can practice English anytime, anywhere with an AI that never gets tired or impatient.
And here's something beautiful about learning with AI. There's no judgment. You can make mistakes, ask silly questions, and practice the same thing 100 times without anyone thinking less of you.
I love that. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Even native English speakers had to learn to speak, read, and write. You're on the same journey, just starting a little later in life.
And you have advantages that children don't have. You can understand grammar rules, you can analyze language patterns, and you have life experience that helps you learn new vocabulary quickly.
Let me share something with our listeners. Learning English with AI is like having a personal trainer for your language skills. Just like physical exercise, you need consistency, not perfection.
That's such a great comparison. And just like physical fitness, you'll have good days and challenging days. Some days you'll feel like you understand everything. Other days you might struggle with simple sentences.
And that's completely normal. What matters is that you keep showing up. Even 10 minutes of practice with AI every day is better than 3 hours once a week.
Here's something I want our listeners to remember. AI is not going to replace your need to think and learn. It's a tool that makes learning more accessible and fun, but your brain is still doing the hard work of learning.
And that's something to be proud of. Every time you have a conversation with AI, you're exercising your English muscles. Every mistake you make is actually your brain learning what works and what doesn't.
Let me ask our listeners something. What's your biggest fear about learning English? Is it making mistakes, not being understood, sounding silly?
Whatever your fear is, AI can help you overcome it. Afraid of making mistakes? Practice with AI until you feel confident. Worried about pronunciation? Use voice AI to practice over and over.
And remember, the goal isn't to speak English perfectly. The goal is to communicate effectively. Even if your grammar isn't perfect or your accent is strong, if people understand you, you're succeeding.
Here's a mindset shift that can change everything. Instead of thinking, "I'm bad at English," try thinking, "I'm learning English." It's not about your current level, it's about your progress.
And celebrate small victories. Did you successfully order coffee in English using phrases you practice with AI? That's amazing. Did you understand a joke in English? That's incredible progress.
AI can help you track your progress too. You can ask chatbots to give you the same conversation test every month and see how much you've improved.
Here's another encouraging thought. Millions of people around the world are learning English, and AI is helping all of them. You're part of a global community of learners.
And the technology is getting better every day. The AI tools available next year will be even more helpful than the ones we have today. You're learning at the perfect time.
Let me give you a challenge. Commit to using AI for English practice for just 1 week. Choose one tool, one skill, and practice for 15 minutes every day. I guarantee you'll see improvement.
And remember, learning English opens doors. It connects you with people around the world, gives you access to more information, and creates opportunities you might not otherwise.
The most important thing is to enjoy the process. Learning with AI should be fun. If it feels like work, you're probably being too hard on yourself.
So be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and remember that every conversation with AI is making you a better English speaker.
Now, let's wrap up today's episode by summarizing all the amazing things we've learned together.
Wow, Mike, we've covered so much ground today. I'm excited to summarize all the fantastic information we've shared with our listeners.
Me too, Sarah. Let's make sure everyone leaves with clear, actionable steps they can take right away.
First, we learned that AI is simply a smart computer program that can understand and respond to human language. It's like having a study buddy available 24/7 that never gets tired or impatient.
Then we explored different types of AI tools: chatbots for conversation practice, voice AI for pronunciation, translation apps for understanding, grammar checkers for writing, and specialized learning apps for personalized lessons.
We shared practical tips for using AI to improve all 4 English skills. For speaking, create specific scenarios and role play with chatbots. For listening, ask AI to create content at your level and use text-to-speech tools.
For writing, ask AI to write articles or stories at different difficulty levels. And for writing, use AI as your coach to check and explain corrections, not just make them automatically.
We practiced real conversations you can try today. Introductions, ordering at coffee shops, asking for directions, and discussing hobbies. Remember to start simple and gradually increase difficulty.
We also learned essential vocabulary about AI and technology, plus useful phrases like, "Can you help me practice?" and "Please explain that in simpler terms."
And most importantly, we talked about staying motivated. Remember, you're already doing something amazing by learning English, and AI is just a tool to make your journey easier and more fun.
So here's your action plan, listeners. This week, choose one AI tool and one English skill to focus on. Start with just 10 to 15 minutes of daily practice.
Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and remember that every conversation with AI is making you a better English communicator.
And don't forget, AI is not replacing your need to think and learn. It's a tool that makes learning more accessible and fun, but your brain is still doing the hard work of learning.
And before we say goodbye, let me ask our amazing listeners, what's the first AI tool you're going to try this week? Will it be chatbot conversations, voice pronunciation practice, or maybe AI writing assistance?
Whatever you choose, remember that consistency beats perfection. Show up every day, even if it's just for a few minutes, and you'll be amazed at your progress.
And please share your experiences with us. We'd love to hear how AI is helping you improve your English. You can leave comments and let us know which tools work best for you.
The future of English learning is here, and it's more accessible, personalized, and effective than ever before. You have incredible tools at your fingertips. Now it's time to use them.
Thank you so much for joining us today on this exciting exploration of AI and English learning. We hope you feel inspired and ready to try something new.
Remember, every expert was once a beginner, and every conversation with AI is a step forward in your English journey.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, have fun with it. Learning English should be an adventure, not a chore.
We believe in you, and we know that with consistency, the right tools, and a positive attitude, you can achieve your English learning goals.
Thanks for listening to Speak Now. Don't forget to subscribe for more fun and easy English podcasts.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep growing.